I'm coming back to you with the energy of thriving again. If you're thriving in your mind, body, soul connection, if you're allowing yourself to be in the mindset of thriving, in the sensation of thriving in your being, regardless of your circumstances again. And this can even be when you're tired or when you are doing things that seem mundane to you, or that you're facing some kind of challenge head on, or you feel that things are stagnant and are not moving or stuck somehow, that you're still holding the mindset and the belief and the certainty and the conviction in your attitude and in your belief in your thoughts that all is unfolding perfectly, that you are thriving, that things are working for your benefit, that magic and miracles are happening right here, right now, that all is unfolding, that there were things happening behind the scenes and forces in the unseen that are drawing possibilities and opportunities into you, that you can allow yourself to breathe in a little bit and to be receptive in your energy. If you feel things are picking up momentum, if you're working on things or taking actions that in some way you may not prefer, that you're moving on things and feel like you may even be saying to yourself something like, well, this is not the reality creation that I prefer, yet you can still be in the visualization and the sensation of your preferred reality within you and generating and creating a blissful state in your being, regardless of what your current circumstances, environment, or situation looks like. You can hold that, you can breathe that into your being, you can be in this is potent for being in acceptance. Being in acceptance of what is, as you know even better, is available to you. And you're more likely to make the quantum leap into that and to experience these timeline collapses and merging with that reality if you're open and receptive to it. Because observe this, if you are constantly thinking that things are the way you don't want them to be, then you continue to perpetuate the reality of them not being what you want them to be. If you feel that you're seeking answers or validation or wanting to check for confirmation somehow, or that's not the energy of trusting, and trusting the universe is guiding you and that flow is happening. It's all unfolding for you. It's all happening. It's all here. It's already created. It's already done. The creation is finished, and you are simply aligning with the version of you who's living that reality and holding that in your, again, mind, body, and soul, regardless of what is your current reality. Because then you get yourself on the trajectory of being in and creating that reality. Because even if you were, say, for instance, in a situation that is not your reality creation of heaven, but you're thinking about your heaven and you're feeling the sensation of your heaven and you're grateful for it all having worked out, that solutions have showed up for you. When you're in that mind, body, soul experience, you're bringing about the reality that you prefer. In parallel, yet you are merging with it. You're fine tuning to the frequency of that. And you keep entertaining thoughts that it's not happening or it's not working, you'll continue to experience time lags and delays and evidence that it's not, because we can never, I'd seen someone speak on this, so I'm not claiming it as mine, and it's very insightful and supportive and true, that we cannot ever fail because our brain is always looking for evidence of what we believe to be true. So if you believe something's not possible and you're seeing evidence that it's not possible, it's not happening, you're a success in creating that reality. It's quite funny when you think about it. You know? And if you believe something is absolutely possible and unfolding for you, and then you look for the evidence of that and you intend to see evidence of that, and you're open to and receptive to evidence of that, then you begin to witness and observe and experience that in your reality, and it's all unfolding and happening for you. And then you start to see that your reality creation is successful as you fine tune your thoughts, your subconscious mind rewiring and programming to be open and receptive to what is possible and available to you. And this means that it's a constant internal inner work to be fully accountable to what we are thinking and feeling and how we're showing up in actions. If how we're dedicating our time and energy, your energy is currency. And it's so important that you care for and nurture your energy, that you're getting enough rest, that you're doing things that give you aliveness and enthusiasm, that you're taking action and being in environments that feel expansive to you, that you're in the feeling of gratitude and love and appreciation within you. And this can be even if you were showing up when you were not in the mood because you're overriding your emotions, such as exercising when you don't feel like it because you are jump starting the state of being in the action of creating the health that you want to be living in the evolved version reality creation of you. And therefore, you're disciplined and devoted to the creation of that. And so, this requires some sacrifice and alignment and bypassing instant gratification so that you align with the version of you that you want to be. And that does mean it's taking me back to that video on the Queen of Swords of throwing out the emotions and aligning with the version of you that has embodied and is living the reality that you prefer. So, how they would not be allowing themselves to fall prey to or fall victim to certain emotional states that may hinder their progress somehow, since essentially energy is emotion, it's energy in motion, and our emotions are what is creating our reality far more than the thoughts. That is, it's in the reverse. It's not necessarily the thought creating the emotion, but the emotional experience creating certain thinking states and perpetuating them, like fueling and feeding that to our brain, or making up narratives or stories, or looking for to derive meaning from whatever emotional experience you may be having. When if we witness and observe what the emotion is, or hold grace and compassion for however we may be feeling, we can shift, alchemize, or transcend it and connect again with natural states of abundance, bliss, harmony, peace, truth, beauty, love, joy, success, prosperity, wholeness, and completion. That I'm already whole and complete and divinely perfect right here, right now. You are whole and complete and divinely perfect right here, right now. And when you're in that energy of not wanting or needing anything, then you can attract more of what is the resonance of that in completion, in divine perfection, in gratitude, and in love. When you're in the energy of feeling something is wrong or bad or missing, then you perpetuate cycles of experiencing that reality because that's the emotional signal that you are giving off. And this is where we are ultimately responsible for our reality creation, and we can create better by being more aware and spending more time dedicating devotional practice to our spiritual practices, to our energetic practices, to cultivating the desired state within us in our emotional experience. So come into an exercise here with me right now. How would the version of you who has everything that you require and desire and dream of feel in their body, like right here, right now? Would they be like jumping up and down with joy, like laughing, like ridiculously, like in absolute awe and amazement, in wonder, in surprise? Would their jaw be dropping to the floor? Would they be like, oh my God, can you believe this? Would they be in complete fascination? Would they be dumbstruck and speechless? Like you just won the lottery, like, how are you feeling? Like, like laughing at how ridiculous you have been, overthinking or believing something different. Because when you can shift into aligning with the completion, with the end goal and the end state, you will be thinking and feeling very differently. You will be going about cleaning your house, feeling lit up on fire and excited and delighted and relieved and celebrating. You would be blissfully happy. You would be with inner contentment and peace and harmony. You would feel satisfied. You would feel so thankful. You would feel so grateful. You would feel so appreciative of your life. You would be inspired to do something. You'd be inspired to go somewhere. You'd be inspired to be a certain version of you. You'd be inspired to celebrate yourself, to connect with someone that you love. You'd be inspired to share something. You'd be inspired to give of yourself, to be generous, to pour into something, to you'd have more ideas coming to you in how you could be an overflow and how you could give to others somehow, and how you could even celebrate yourself, how you could treat yourself, how you could pamper yourself, how you could spoil yourself, how you could do that with another, how you could let that ripple out, how you could care for another, how you could give back to someone who helped you, and how you could have so much deep appreciation for that, how you could feel that all is harmonized in your reality, and how much appreciation and expansion you have for that. So, again, bringing me full circle, are you in your energy of thriving? Are you believing in thriving, in your thriving as possible and available to you right here, right now? what would that be? How would it look? How would it feel? To set aside some space and time to journal, to play some music, to do a happy dance, to connect with gratitude in your heart that all is unfolding in divine perfection for you right here, right now, and to feel a deep reverence for your connection to the divine, to the divinity within you, to having all your needs met, to being whole and complete and perfect right here, right now, perfectly imperfect in your humanity, and how even better emotional states are absolutely accessible and available to you if you tune in and make the conscious choice. So, from the book, I was guided to the page of surrendering to deep rest in a state of relaxation, deep appreciation, and happy celebration, activating bliss in your being, to be in solution and manifestation mode, that the completion is here, to allow that to awaken in your being and allow that to awaken within you the following day with added optimism and momentum, that you're carrying forward that sensation into tomorrow and not allowing any potential challenges or anything that has not come into being today be carried into tomorrow, but you're claiming even more thriving beginning your day tomorrow, and you're taking that forward into this week. You can make it a 21-day habit that you do this in the morning. You connect with it throughout your day, and you realign with it, doing Neville Goddard's revision exercise where you imagine all having gone perfectly throughout your day. So there's absolutely nothing to carry over but abundance, bliss, joy, and success the following day, and how you're going to act and move based on that knowing and sensation and inspiration that comes to you. Write down empowered affirmations for yourself related to your goals, such as I'm worthy and deserving of all the abundance, joy, and success I require and desire. I wholeheartedly trust in my ability to manifest my dreams with ease, since you have created everything so far absolutely, divinely, perfectly. Why can't you create even better? It's an inevitable success. How would you be if it was inevitable? How would you feel if it was inevitable? You might feel a bit silly. The universe has my very best interests at heart and is both guiding and supporting me in allowing my dreams to emerge from within my being right here, right now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. Solutions flow to me with ease. I give myself space and grace to celebrate the expansion of that container within me as all flows to me in effortless ease. If fear, worry, or doubt creep in, shake off illusion and state, I am safe, loved, cherished, and adored. I release all illusions that are not in alignment with my version of heaven. I create more space for my heaven to emerge now. Thank you. And so it is. And there's so many more affirmations and mantras to the rear of my book, which it says here that you come back into the mindset of possibility, of an inevitability, of certainty. And you celebrate that. You celebrate yourself. You feel expanded. You feel in a blissful state within your being. And through that emotional experience, you're creating a more harmonious effect. If you're feeling stretched to a new level where you're in under some kind of stress somehow, you can still hold the mindset of this is stretching me into my greatness. I'm so grateful. And you can choose to make it positive and not to allow a cortisol spike in your being to make you fall prey to addictive tendencies that you have overcome, that you don't fall back into old patterns, yet embody the new wisdom and keep moving forward with the new faith and belief and trust and certainty. Daily devotion requires a willingness to let go and trust the process of manifestation. While it's essential to take inspired action, it's equally important to release attachment to the outcome. Surrendering to the journey shows faith in the unfolding of your desires, allowing the universe to work in ways beyond what you can see. Oftentimes, when we're most disillusioned, about to give up, we experience even greater contrast, followed by beautiful synchronicities, blessings, and magical miracles. This all comes about as we respond to that contrast in more conscious, empowered ways with evolved energy from the heart. So the practice here says to take at least one small action each day towards your goals, no matter how minor. Release attachment by confidently affirming, I trust that everything is unfolding in my favor, in perfect timing. letting go of control, be at peace, knowing that you are supported and provided for divinely, all your needs are met in the eternal now. There's so many benefits to devotional practice in manifesting. There's so much more in this chapter on embodying daily devotion, chapter 9 of my book. There is a link to get your copy in the description box below. Card for today, and it is approaching the full moon in Aries tomorrow, that energy coming in its fiery courage. And we've got Joan of Arc, warrior woman. Have you answered your deepest calling? Are you following the heart and soul guidance from within you? Are you trusting and surrendering to it? That you are fearless, meaning that you fear less and be more in the energy of love and the truth of who you are, having the courage and the confidence and conviction to hold steady. I'm now having a message come through for me, which it feels at the heart and the core of work that I'm here to do, to be a part of sharing and voicing this transmission, and how your abundance and bliss and wholeness and peace and contentment and holding these emotional states within your being are your revolution, are your rebellion, are your antidote to chaos and confusion, manipulation, control, fear mongering, and these corrupt systems that are crumbling, such as the patriarchy, institutional systems that are not benefiting us, have been designed to be extractive, controlling, manipulative, and so on. And the true way to go against these systems is by being in your happiness, no matter what, being in your peace, being in your contentment, being in your joy, being in your celebration of life, being in appreciation for life force pulsating through you, giving reverence and appreciation for your life, being in gratitude, sharing love and gratitude with others, finding ways to be in your enjoyment, to enjoy life, to celebrate life, to give thanks for life, to do things that make you happy, to truly be in your self-love, to devote yourself to your self-love journey, in how you truly care for you and you care for your experience, and you work to give yourself the best possible experience you can, moment to moment, in your gift of life. And that in itself is the highest rebellion and revolution, in choosing to pursue and be in and marinate in and radiate your joy and those higher vibrational states as much as you can, as far as you can, even while alchemizing any denser, lower vibrational experiences, that you come back to 0 point and neutralize any density, while choosing to reclaim your natural essence of spirit, which is abundance, beauty, truth, harmony, love, joy, peace, and that you allow yourself to be that channel of peace within you, that you're not swayed off center, that you reclaim your energy and your power within you, and that you can inspire others to do the same, and how this creates a very powerful vibrational ripple effect, which adds to more healing of the planet, which is a huge part of cause and effect for good, and can instigate tremendous change simply through the radiance of your being in that vibrational state. That you to breathe that in, the transmission of that quite potent. I firmly believe it, have experienced it in my reality, and how holding this inner calm and stillness and peace is truly transformative. Connecting to your heart and being in love transforms all. And it begins with unconditional love for yourself. The more self-loving you are, the more you are showing up as the best version of you, and the more that adds better value and contribution and service to others, that they may be ignited in leading themselves with greater love from within. If you feel that you're on a mission and you're not quite sure of your calling and your purpose, it can simply be how you leave other people if you leave them better than you found them, if you're creating other leaders. And it may not necessarily be that you receive results or see results, yet know the profound, far reaching impact of your vibration and perception and how it can support other people. It's beautiful work. And the universe rewards that in the ways that it is delivered to you, which may not look or appear or be received in the way that you are expecting or imagining or visualizing. Let me know if this has resonated for you. Thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. You're very welcome to step in to receive attunements for this energetic experience in your body. Sending you lots of love. See you in the next one.